A plus B plus C equals D. A is not equal to D. Yeah, that doesn't seem like cult programming to me.
But also, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, no. B and C could be 0. Also,
Yeah.
also, I've seen a bit of this. I've seen a bit of his A does not equal A stuff. Because it's like, oh God, it's this whole
Is this like counter to Ayn Rand's A
yes,
equals A
yeah,
bullshit?
exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Ayn Rand had this whole A is A because like objectivity and objectivism, and then he is so fixated on Ayn Rand. God.
Disprove the concept of objective reality in order to find a hole in Ayn Rand's philosophy.
I'm gonna need.
Otherwise, it all adds up. I can't think of anything else.
I need. I'm really concerned about how plausible Ayn Rand is to people right now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bust out the whiteboard. I'm gonna need a lot of maths to do this right now. I need high-grade formulas to explain to people why Ayn Rand is wrong.
Sophie, the man. Sorry, Pinko.
Thank
the
you.
The man took a whiteboard and stuck a piece of paper to it.
He did. He didn't even write on it. He's used French magnets to put. You know, Mildred, you know what would make it easier to make fun of Caleb at this moment is if there were sexual abuse allegations against him. This no one could look at this and laugh.
This fucking guy.
He even has a marker in his hand, does he not? I believe he does. I believe he does. I believe he may, in fact, have a marker in his hand. Caleb! Oh my God!
It hurts.
He's printed. He printed. He went into a text editor and he wrote down A and B and C. And then he got a printer and printed off on a piece of paper. And then he had to print it. He printed it. And then he dressed up in his suit and tie He couldn't just write it down. Because it's such a complicated formula.
Well, how would he remember it? How would he remember the first 4 letters of the alphabet?
He couldn't just he couldn't just write it down. He had to print it. And then once he printed it, he got fridge magnets.
He had to print it in advance, and it's still wrong. This thing that he had to print, he had to
he got fridge magnets.
Go into a text editor, print it off, and still get it up, but it doesn't follow.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Whew. Whew. Okay. 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 Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more. I can do
I'm
it.
not sure I am. But let's continue.
Oh.
Rent a classroom, give a lecture on communist history, and then afterwards we would all go out to the diner. Now, the kind of things you might share with a small group of friends is very different than the kind of things you would share with those that you work with in a full-on professional organization with real funding. Now, one of the people who wrote the document...
When you're out with the guys, and you're having a few beers, and you're like we all got spanked as kids, right? Let's all share our trauma about getting spanked as kids.
You enjoyed my lecture on communist history. Now tell me, did any of you ever get spanked?
Said she couldn't understand why I was always saying not to be anti-American and not to talk about left adventurism or terrorism and criminal activities, but yet I wanted her to go on a trip to Venezuela. Apparently, the idea of visiting a socialist country that's under threat from the United States really scared her. Another one of the
A equals Stalin, B equals Trotsky, C equals Lenin, D equals Maupin.
the people who signed the document couldn't understand why I was angry with him, because of the fact that we raised quite a bit of money to send him to Nicaragua, and he then bailed on the trip and left us with the bill. Almost all the people who signed this document are in their late 20s, almost 30, but still living at home. They love being communists on the internet, but being involved in an actual organization and doing...
Hey, DJ Mule's just joined the chat, and he's pointing out he got this professionally filmed with multicam. Yeah, it's
And
we've been puzzling over how that happened as well. I don't have a sensible theory, but I do have a funny theory.
It is using a camera that he fundamentally does not understand how to use.
Yep. Yep.
It's this nice camera, doesn't do a white balance.
Yep.
This man is your ideological leader. This is the person who you're going to trust the logic of to lead you towards the revolution. The guy who can't figure out how to write on a whiteboard, that's the guy you think is going to usher in global communism.
If Lenin were alive today, he wouldn't know how a whiteboard works.
Everyone says it's to make him look less red. Guess what? Didn't fucking work. He still looks red. If anything, it highlights him.
As the reddest thing in frame. God. Hardband1 says there's no way this isn't Coffin's work, TBH. Look,
Peter
Hardband1
Coffin knows how to edit video.
Look,
Peter
Mildred,
Kaufman would have turned out a far more professional video than this.
You know what? I've said a lot of things about how Peter Coffin was competent at all sorts of things, and they've proved me wrong over and over again, just losing abilities and competencies all the time. So I don't. Again, this is not a serious theory.
They are good at two things. They are good at two things, Pinko. They are good at video editing and apologizing for sexual assault allegations. Making excuses for people accused of sexual assault. They're very good at that.
Yeah. So. Well, I think you mean they're practiced at making apology for people accused of sexual assault. I don't know that I'd say that they've ever been good at that.
Fair enough.
Again, it is not my official theory that Peter Coffin filmed this and edited this. It is not a serious theory, but it is a funny theory. It is funny to imagine.
Actual work, where people are relying on you, is something that they're just pretty freaked out by. Things like being part of a community, engaging in international travel, are things that just make them quite uncomfortable. They'd rather be safe at home with mom and dad.
No,
now, I opened a lot of doors.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Someone what happened to the audio there?
Yeah, it became just dog shit for a second. Oh, good lord. No, I can't dwell on it any longer. Sorry, someone in chat said something about the piece of paper. I can't give it more time. I can't. It's gonna ruin my brain.